So I watched The Last of Us Season 2, and they didn't learn a damn thing from the first game. I mean, well, not the first game, the second game, but, what came before. In case you're wondering, what do I think of the first Last of Us, or first version of Last of Us 2? It sucks. It really sucks. It has good gameplay, really impressive graphics still to this day. One of the best games from a graphics standpoint. It looks beautiful. But the story, on the other hand, is complete dog shit. It's kind of like the opposite of the first game, like alright gameplay, but amazing story. Kind of switched places. And here, we have no gameplay. We only have the story. So yeah, I was not looking forward to this at all. I was like hoping, can you make some changes that make it a little bit better? And at first I thought, okay, they're gonna fix some of the problems, like they still keep to the major issues. Honestly, I think this plot is so horrible. These like sequence events, they suck so much that you just can't make a good story out of them. Or at least not a good story after the first one. But they do solve some things. Like I think they made Abby, Abby's one of my most hated characters in all video games for me. And here, I don't hate her yet, and she has some dumb moments like saying, "You killed him, my father was unarmed." He clearly had a fucking knife, but whatever, it's not a big deal. But what is it? Yeah, they also killed Joel again, which, I knew they were going to do it, and man, this show gets so boring without him. But you know what? Despite some of those positive changes, so far, they have actually made a worse version of Last of Us 2. Now, we haven't got to the Abby section yet, which is the worst part of Last of Us 2. I mean, like, if you cannot surpass that bar, like, the bar is so low, like, it's all the way down there. It's that fucking low. It's all the way in the ground down. So if you cannot surpass the bar, then that's just pathetic. The Ellie section, on the other hand, was, okay, not a high bar, but it was, like, up to your, like, knees at least. It takes a bit of a struggle to get past the bar, to like go above the bar, but it's not set that high. Like unlike Last of Us 1, where like if you just touched it, it would have been impressive. And that's what they did in the first season. If they touched it, and it was like for what they were going against, that was not bad. But here, they fucked up. But why is this? Well, first of all, let's get to what Last of Us Season 2 is about. Should have done that earlier. So Joel, like I said earlier, he dies. I know it's kind of a spoiler, but I think everybody knows at this point. So he dies, and well, Ellie now is going to go after Abby for revenge. Yeah, it's a revenge is bad story, which they can be done. Like Old Boy is one of my favorite movies, and that's a revenge is bad movie. Moby Dick, it's my favorite book. Also about how revenge is bad. So if you do it in an interesting way, it works. In the first game, honestly, Ellie's I can run an appreciation. I don't think it's a fitting way for Ellie's character to go, but if they were going to do it, that's how you do the transformation from Ellie, where she started, to how she ended up. I don't buy the character at all going to the direction she did, but if she has to go the direction, that's as good as you're going to execute it. So that's a compliment I'll give The Last of Us 2. She shouldn't have gone the direction, but they did, and they did it as good as they possibly can. But here, she goes in the direction, and they do it really poorly. Like in the first game, the second game, it's so confusing. In the second game, she's like dead set on revenge. She's no longer the happy kid. She's like bloodthirsty, violent, like unstoppable killing machine. Here, she's pretty much the same person. She's some goofing around with her girlfriend, not really taking things too seriously. Even like a scene that really shows the difference between Ellie from the game and Ellie in the TV show is the scene where she finds out Dina's pregnant. In the game, she's pissed off because that's going to create a lot of problems for them. In the show, she's like happy, like, oh, I'm going to be a dad. So stupid. It's so stupid, but whatever. Yes, so that is a huge contrast. And when she does act violent and crazy, it's like, really? Now, I heard some people complain that they make her less evil, which, I don't know, I don't see her actions that much different, just they're treated much differently. Like people say, oh, she accidentally killed Mel in this game, was an accident. And like the game where she full blown murders her, but like in the game, Mel was like trying to kill her, like attacked her with a knife. In the show, she actually misses and it hits her on accident. It's not that much difference. If anything, in the game, it's more justified because Mel was actively trying to kill her. So it makes no sense. But that's like there's many good arguments for why this is worse than Last of Us 2, but that one just makes no sense. Like there's so many things you can complain about. You complain about the weirdest things. I don't get it. How is it any different? I don't know. This show, and also the show is just boring. It is so boring. Like episode 3 to 5 were like a snooze fest. I could not give two shits about what was happening. It was just Ellie doing this, like coming here, looking around, her and Dina joke around for like 30 minutes. Maybe they'll run to a zombie or some soldiers. That's it. Rinse, repeat. And also they just keep adding unnecessary stuff like in the finale, when she was heading to the place where like Mel and Owen were, the pregnant lady, she like crashes briefly onto a shore, washes up, or not crash, washes up onto the shore, and she comes across the Colt, evil Colt in this game, in the game, and she almost dies, but then they let her go because they're being attacked, and she goes on her way. And it adds absolutely nothing. It's like, why was that there? It wasn't in the game, doesn't advance the story or characters at all. So what was the point of that scene? I don't know. That scene just left me head scratching like, why is this here? And the finale, oh my god. It sucks in the game, and oh my god, the pace, that was one of the biggest issues of the game was like this, like how they cut off from Ellie's story and like Abby's story, like they're two separate things, like the climax, there's a straight line drop, like all the momentum is gone, and they do that here too. Except the difference is, unlike having to wait a few, like maybe like 2 minutes at most, we're gonna have to wait 3 freaking years. I'm not looking forward to the new season. I'm not. I don't know. They didn't learn. Yeah, they didn't learn anything. If anything, they learned less. Instead of evolving, they de-evolved. They're like evolution backwards. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed. Last of Us 2 is gonna be, I think, for all the franchises, it's the one that I like started to love. Like, there will always be a part of me that has some curiosity and what's gonna happen next in Star Wars or Marvel. But in The Last of Us, I really can't give a shit more. I don't care what's gonna happen in the next few seasons. I don't care what's gonna happen in the new game. Cause like, no matter, I don't think there's any real hope for me to find anything interesting left. This franchise is the only one I think there's like no chance of recovery for. I'm hell bummed out now, man. I'm just sad. I'm depressed. Whatever. My rating is a 3 out fine, 3 out of 10. Okay, they did a few things better. The acting's still pretty good. And just for episode 6 alone, even though the episode has some major problems, major ones, I'm gonna give it. It was still a good episode. I'm gonna give it a very generous 3. And yeah, that's it. I don't know. Bye. My camera guy in here to turn off myself.